Hey, good morning, everyone. It is Monday, and we have an amazing day today. We got a little clubhouse, Ask Me Anything. We got Instagram, Ask Me Anything. It's Ask Me Anything, David at dmeltzer.com all the time. If you want a book, I'll send it out, shipmeyourbook.com. It's working out. I'll sign it, send it to you, ship it to you, pay for shipping. Don't worry. No charges for exercises, books, guys. Everything's free. If it's from me, it's free. You can have it. All right. Good morning, Nick. Good morning, everyone. Go ahead, request to go live. Let's get some questions going. See them in there. Let's go, Mikey. Happy Monday, Nick. Jake, it's Ask Me Anything Day. Team Dave Meltzer. I will pin up how to get in touch with me right here. One time, 949-298-2905. My text community. And everybody always has my email, david at dmeltzer.com. Jake Share, good to see you. Let's go. Great hanging out with your dad this last week twice. And Jakey Share is the man in Michigan. Sorry for your big loss, Michigan. Michigan State took you home, just showing you that I guess the number one seed is not meant for you. Anyway, it is for my Buckeyes. We'll see you there. How to overcome imposter syndrome. I'll start there. First of all, you have to take inventory of your values and understand that you are a hypocrite. So that means that you're changing and growing and you don't know what you don't know. Implement rule number 6 from Xander's in your life, which is don't take yourself so seriously and you won't think you're an imposter. You'll realize that you don't know what you don't know. And you'll realize that you're on a journey of learning through enjoying it, enjoying the consistent learning every day, enjoying the persistent without quit learning, enjoying the pursuit of your potential. Michigan lost. Sorry. There's no Michigan winning there, Jakeys. They're not there. How rebound from the zero out effect. So the zeroing out effect says that the exponentiality of consistent behavior expands exponentially the production that is achieved through consistent behavior. So if you do things, first day is X to the first, second day is X to the second, third day is X to the third, fourth day is X to the fourth. If you don't do it the fifth day, then it becomes X to the 0, which is 1. X to the 0 is 1, which is back to the beginning. So how do you rebound? You rebound by doing it again and exponentially going ahead, moving forward, X to the first, X to the second, aggregating upon itself, understanding that when you pay attention to every single day and give intention to every single day the coincidences you want, then that will allow you to get what you want more rapidly and accurately. The problem of perception is that it takes so much longer for us to be able to perceive the effect of the exponential consistent behavior. Usually it takes 90% of what we expect it to take just to be able to perceive that it's happening. It's interesting that way. How do you handle haters? Number one, I try to understand them. I give them my cell phone to call me directly, 858-688-3294. Don't text me at that number. Call me. It's my cell phone, 858-688-3294. And I ask them what I can do to be of service and to help them. Because if they're full of hate, they obviously need help, some happiness. So we'll give them that. Do you ever feel lost? Yes, of course, Jeff. I feel lost, but just for minutes and moments. I stop, drop, and roll. When I feel lost, I stop, I breathe, get myself to center, and then I roll back on the path of my inventory of values, of my objectives. So let's see here. Great day today. Let's see. We'll go live with Andrew. See him. What is a good investment for a beginning? The first step of investment is to learn your timing and risk tolerance. Then you can find the best investment for you. I'd be more than happy to help you. Go ahead and email me, david at dmeltzer.com, if you're having difficulty figuring out your timing and risk tolerance. Hey, nice haircut, buddy.
Thank you. Thank you. Good morning, Dave. How are you?
I'm terrific. Thanks for joining me and questions for the day, my friend. We're here. Ask me anything.
Okay, let's do this. Thanks for having me and letting me connect too, by the way. But yeah, so let's go with subtleties. So how subtle can you get on the subtleties of success? Because, sometimes we think that we have a good control. I'm like, okay, we have the subtleties in, But a lot of times we can't get to that next level unless we're aware of the subtleties that go even deeper than that. So how subtle is subtle? How deep can you get on that?
I think it's infinite. And I think part of the difficulty of understanding subtleties of success and the layers that exist within the context of what we're going after is that it's hard to fathom infinity. That the layers, as they come off, we think, oh, yeah, we're there now. And then all of a sudden there's another layer and another layer and another layer and another layer. That's why enjoying the peeling of the layers are so essential. And when we can enjoy the process instead of attaching ourselves to, I'll be happy when this layer comes off, when this subtlety of success is revealed, then we're stuck empty because, it's like the monster at the end of the book with Grover, you're the monster at the end of the book. That's all you're going to find is you, and you're everything that you've created, and you're not going to find outside of you what you don't have inside of you. And so we need to start with the process and enjoying that process of finding out these subtleties of success. And as you know, because you're on that journey, there's so many subtleties that you know today that you didn't know a year ago. And I promise you'll look back a year from now and say, man, I didn't know what I didn't know. One of the areas that I think there's a rapid succession of layers of subtleties is in digital marketing. I think it's so much fun that every week I'm like, oh man, I didn't know what I was doing last week. I mean, there's so many variables. And if you can grasp that you will never know or fathom or be able to handle this life at this vibration infinity, it's just unfathomable because it pretty much questions your existence infinity, your significance infinity. So you have to get within the realm that you're part of everything, and then that will allow you to participate in everything. I'm going to repeat that. You have to allow yourself to realize, to come to the perception that you're part of everything so that you can participate in everything, that you'll relieve, dilute, dissolve what you call these subtleties of success, which are also the interference between you and being a part of everything, which in our own mental protection, we cannot fathom infinity. So if we can just spend an instant of a moment between limitlessness and infinity, we can start testing that subtlety and get closer and closer to the pursuit of that potential. Does that sound fair?
Definitely fair. I might have to listen back to the second part and make sure I got it right, but enjoying that consistent, persistent pursuit.
You got it, my friend. Keep up the great work. Thanks for joining me.
Thank you. I'll see you soon, Dave.
You got it, Andrew. Take care. Thanks for joining. The great Andrew, check him out. Really good questions. Let's keep this rolling here. We'll get more people to go live. So how was the rest of the weekend with my daughter? It was awesome. She's awesome. And my children come through me, not for me. Definitely reminded every time I see them. What's the biggest challenge you've ever had to overcome? My ego. My false evidence appearing real, and every day it's still the greatest interference, void, shortage, and obstacle is understanding all the needs of the ego that don't allow me to live within my intuition, but instead create interference to my intuition. And that interference needs to be dissolved, dissipated, and learned from. It's an indicator through pain that I have those lessons to learn. Smaller tips here. I'm a young professional about to graduate in sports business management. What kind of resources would you recommend? Tips. Well, first of all, take inventory of your own capabilities. What skills have you learned through that program? What knowledge do you have? And what knowledge do you have of who? And also your own desires. What do you want to do? And then go ahead and find people to help you, people that sit in the situation that are synergistic, supplementary to where you want to be, aligned with where you want to be, and then ask them for help. Those are the biggest tips that I give myself still today, taking inventory of my own capabilities, skills, knowledge, and desire, finding the people that sit in the situation I want to be in, and asking them for help, asking them for directions. Remember, the easiest way to get to where you want to be is find someone that's already there and ask them for directions. How to develop our skills: practice, practice, practice. Find someone to mentor and coach you. A coach will bring out the best in you. A mentor will give the best of them. And you need both in your life to develop your skills. And then you need to practice by bringing the best out of you, and practice by acquiring the knowledge from other people, the directions from other people, to create efficiencies, effectiveness, and statistical success in what you're doing. I did this one. Do you ever feel lost? Yes, every day. I just spend minutes or moments in being lost, and then I stop, drop, and roll. Why do the guys with integrity get left out of deals? It's not true. Not true at all. Guys with integrity get left out of deals that don't have integrity, and they'll be glad in the long run they were left out of those deals. And so, you're putting yourself into the man-made construct of time, and that in the short term, it may appear as if those people are, are better off than you, but you've been saved and avoided being left out of a deal. If integrity is leaving you out of the deal, you don't want to be in those deals. Many of the big money deals lack ethics, and they end up losing money in the long run. In the short run, they're big money deals, but in the long run, they're not worth it. And so stick to your truth, your integrity. Allow the universe to tell you and indicate that that is not a deal for you. If you lack that, you'll be in those deals. That's how people end up making $100 million and losing it all, is hanging out with people that don't have integrity. And so, listen, stick to the truth, be patient and persistent, but trust the universe, have faith that you'll end up somewhere better. Are you still using the laws of attraction to manifest your goals? I use the progression of the law of gravity, that everything will be brought to me, through me. The law of Goya, I get off my ass every day. I angle to what I want with the best of my abilities. And then utilizing the law of gravity and the law of Goya, that the law of attraction will send out a frequency to attract exactly what I want rapidly and accurately. In other words, I am completely happy where I'm at. I'm at the right place at the perfect time. I'm angling to something better. And then I have faith I'll end up somewhere better than that. All great questions. Let's see who else wants to go live here today. Looking at who is online. Go ahead. If you want to come live with me, let me know. Would love to have you on here. People added, let's see what other questions. Video call. Yes, I'm adding you in right now. NFT, that art. It's a supply and demand game. And I focus in on making money in the best and most advantageous way with the greater good in mind. Looks like we can't join them. Let's see, Vincent will let you join. Send request to Vincent. Hi, everyone. Hey, Bonnie. Thank you for joining me today. If you want anything, shipmeyourbook.com. I will send you a book, sign it, and ship it, pay for shipping. Hey, Vincent, how are you?
Ich habe ihm das vorhin kurz erzählt und dann.
Are you in class, Vince? Oh, he got in trouble. Anyway, let's go back to the questions. It's so good. What's the greatest sales advice you have ever received? Find open minds. Best sales advice I've ever received is subtle people with open minds. Ask them to do the only one that can help you. It takes 1,000 times as much energy to re-engineer or sell a closed mind than it does an open mind. 1,000 times. So for every one person that you can convince of something, finding 1,000 minds, you can find 1,000 people that can help you or know somebody that can help you, exponentially increasing your success level. Remember also that when you call people, only two things can happen. They can answer or they don't answer. So be prepared for both. If you can increase your statistical success when people don't answer, you can increase your productivity, accessibility, and gratitude to 80% just by the straight math. So learn to get people to call you back. Learn to be prepared when people don't answer, far more than prepared when they do. And when they do answer, you should be able to articulate the quantifiable value to be greater than what you're asking for, credibility-wise, impact-wise, quantifying reasons, impacts, and capabilities, all of those aligned with what you're trying to do. Awesome. Let's see here. I'll try one more person live as we finish up here. It's Ask Me Anything Mondays. You can ask me anything, like for a free copy of my book, go to shipmeyourbook.com, pinned up there. You can text my community right here. Check out that. Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello. Hi, how do you
Ask Me
are?
Anything Monday. Hi, question for me?
Congratulations.
You broke it up. Hi.
I am India.
Hi, Abia. Do you have a question for me?
Africa.
Hi.
Hi.
You're awesome, man. Hi. Well, thank you for joining me.
Hi.
I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye. Thank you. It's so
Bye
great having you on
bye.
here. Bye-bye, my friend. Goodbye. All right. Meditation tips for beginners to connect to source. Best piece of advice I have in meditation is the practice of being quiet. Don't overthink it. Just practice being quiet, and the meditation that you have and do will exceed your expectations. I wasted so much energy thinking meditation was much more than it is. It's just a practice of being quiet, lessening the interference between you and what you're already connected through. Your health, your wealth, and your happiness. You already have it. Just figuring out and shifting the paradigm to figure out what's interfering with it. Do you believe that an awesome thing about America is the tax loopholes that exist? Well, your perspective may be tax loopholes. Mine is that the tax benefits that can be created through the laws, statutes, and regulations that exist are an alternative way of giving. So we can either just pay taxes and let the government decide how we're going to help society, or we can utilize tax benefits in order to effectuate how we want to give to others. I use a blend of both, right? I love to pay my taxes to help our roads and schools and all the different social implications that our taxes help us with. But I also blend it. And if there's areas where I can have a tax benefit by helping people that are more aligned with my own values, then I do that as well. So I keep a completely abundant attitude on taxes and the effectuation and efficiencies of either giving the government control of who I help or helping directly myself. It's a good way to look at that as well. Going live here, let's try Enrique. So many people, thank you for reaching out. I'm trying to find the best people. You are so amazingly patient. Years of practice, patience and persistence, the great blend of temperance that will create the strong steel. Hey, Enrique, what's going on?
Hey, David. Thank you so much for taking your time and speaking to us. I just wanted to ask if you could tell your 20-year-old self what you know now and to stop yourself from making those mistakes and saving time, energy, and possibly helping even more people along the way at a younger age. What would you tell yourself, or what would you do?
It's a great question. I'd ask the same of myself at 20, 30, 40, and 50, because I still haven't learned the lesson completely. And there's two words that sit on my nightstand. It's radical humility. Radical humility encompasses gratitude, which is so important to me, forgiveness, accountability, and inspiration. But radical humility simply says, you don't know what you don't know. And as the years go on, that lesson, although I keep learning it, keeps on coming out, where I think certain things are certain, I just don't know what I don't know. So if that's the case, then the best thing I can do is to live in a humble life, to give my life away through me for others and ask for help. And if I could tell my 20-year-old self, especially, you don't know what you don't know, ask for help. Learn as much as you can. Pain is an indicator, not a stop sign. You don't know anything. So continue to enjoy the journey of learning lessons. The lessons will keep on coming. You'll forget every lesson you ever learned, but just be grateful you have the ability to access those lessons again. And three things to keep in mind when you don't know what you don't know. Number one, do your best. Two, have fun. And three, learn something. If you can do your best, have fun, and learn something in everything you do, I promise you, you will expand, accelerate, and grow rapidly and accurately and get what you want out of life. And most importantly, be capable of helping other people. And thank you for the opportunity to help you, Enrique. I appreciate your time coming on here live and helping everyone else as well and asking for help.
Yeah, I appreciate it. And you know what, just to say off with that, I love the Steve Jobs, stay hungry. What is it? Stay hungry, stay foolish, right? It reminds me of that radical humility. So we all have that same thinking in common, right? So
You got it, man. Patience and persistence, the great blend of temperance. Thanks, Enrique. Take care. Reach out if you need anything, okay?
Thank you.
Good man. All right. All right, let's take another question. Today is Ask Me Anything. If 3 p.m. Pacific time today on Clubhouse, join me for an Ask Me Anything. Plateau and grow. You can text me right there, 949-298-2905. If you want my book, just go to shipmeyourbook.com. Shipmeyourbook.com. I will sign, send, and deliver a book. I'll pay for everything, including shipping. What books do you recommend, by the way, reading on achieving? Beyond my books that I'll send you for free, Think and Grow Rich is a great one. Atomic Habits by Jane Clear. I still love Power of Intention. Talk about achieving. The best achievement books I've read are Think and Grow Rich and Power of Intention by Dr. Wayne Dyer. And of course, Connected to Goodness, Compassionate Capitalism, and all the great books, Unstoppable, Game Time Decision Making. I can send all those books to you. Just go ahead, reach out, shipmeyourbook.com, or email me if you need anything. Exercises, books, David at DMeltzer. If you want that 5 to Thrive sales system, David at DMeltzer.com. I have a 5 to Thrive sales system. Happy to send it to you. David at DMeltzer.com. All right, let's take another question here as we're moving along. Ask Me Anything Mondays. I love them. What are a couple places you go to meet new people? Well, it depends on what types of people that you want to meet. So, I used to go to lobbies of expensive hotels, hang out, go to the bar, meet people, because those were the people I wanted to meet that were not from my area, but were of high net wealth or influence, and hung out in those places. Library, great place to meet people back when. But it just depends. If you know where certain types of people, like-minded people, hang out, go to those places. Go to your church, go to the park, go to a movie, whatever it is. As we open up back up as well, it gets easier to meet, but you can do the same thing online. That's why I like Clubhouse. You can meet people, like-minded people, according to the topics and the interests that they have, and you can just jump in and out and meet new people. It's amazing. So we're having a great time there. Let's take another lesson here. What is the number one lesson to your younger self regarding real estate? You know what it is? It literally is payment, not price. So I used to worry about the price so much, but it's really the payment that determines the value of the property. And so whatever people have to pay to rent or live or subless the property, the more value it has. So I determine by payment, not price, real estate, and then work myself backwards from there into profit. Payment, not price, into profit. Now, remember, any type of investment that you make, you need to look at your timing and risk tolerance first and get that alignment going. What keeps you going? I'll tell you what keeps me going is 4 values: gratitude, forgiveness, accountability, and inspiration, and 5 daily practices: knowing my what, knowing my who, knowing my how, knowing my now, and knowing my why. If you want any more information on that, just email me. I'm happy to help you with that. David at dmeltzer.com. To get those values and the daily practices, David at dmeltzer.com. All right, old school hotel lobby. Yeah, it's old school, but it works. Dave, what did you think about the All-Star game? Super entertaining. Really enjoyed the athleticism, the camaraderie. It was super fun and entertaining. Great TV. Once again, also displaying how important the stage theory is, how they captured the content, modified it, amplified it, and perpetuated it in all different ways. What usually is an all-star weekend turned into an all-star day, and being able to effectuate that brought great value to so many people. All right, I'm going to add one last person here. I promised them. Big Vegas betting. Here we go. We're adding you in. I know you pinged me a couple times. What do you think about drop shipping luxury items? Love it. If you can make money from it within the context of your business, I love it. Hey.
Hey, good afternoon from here. Good afternoon.
Good
I'm
day.
calling you from Lagos, Nigeria.
Right on. You have a question?
Yeah.
Ask Me Anything Monday.
Okay, my question is, as an entrepreneur, what keeps you going when you know that you have limited funding to back up your business? What do you do? What is your drive? What makes you tick?
Staying in business makes me tick. So if I have limited funds, then I get focused on 2 things. How do I increase the amount of time I have and the amount of money I have? Because the more time and more money I have, the more successful statistically I'll be. And what keeps me fired up every day is the enjoyment of consistently every day, persistently without quit, pursuing that time and pursuing that money in order to effectuate what I'm trying to do. As long as I stay in business as an entrepreneur every day and I enjoy that process and I enjoy that journey, I'm going to get there. I'm going to get there. I can go ahead and detach my emotions from the outcome and attach my emotions to the journey of the outcome, to the pursuit of the outcome. Too many people, they put too much stress on getting there, and it creates resistance to what they want, and then they never get there because they end up quitting. If you shift your paradigm and perspective to one of which my goal is to gather as much time and as much money as I can in order to increase the statistical success of what I'm doing, then I'm going to get there faster, more accurately, make more money, help more people, and have more fun. But most importantly, I'm going to enjoy the journey. I'm going to learn a ton, and I'm going to be able to help a lot of people. The three objectives that I have, which is make a lot of money, help a lot of people, and have a lot of fun.
Okay, I like what you said, because here in Nigeria, I would say the betting industry is just kicking off. I know Nigeria being a third world country, so we have what they call scam. Some people scam you to get predictions for football. So I started this app. It is totally free. This is my page. I give people free predictions every day for football, and it's around 80% accurate because it's predictions. I don't collect money. I have an app. I run it totally free. And then people are asking me, how do you intend to get profit? What keeps you going? Like, why are you running this and it's totally free, no single payment? And I'm like, I do it for the passion. That is why I started doing it. And I'm doing it for like 6 months.
Yeah, we'll just build that community, and the community will ask you for value, and eventually you'll be able to provide more value than they're asking for and create a profit from it. But keep on doing what you're doing if you're good at it. Build that community and allow things to happen, mixing and blending and tempering the persistence that you have and beliefs that you have and enjoyment that you have with the patience of allowing that community to grow and allowing it to manifest itself into a quantitative value of more than what you're asking for. Does that sound fair?
Yeah, that sounds fair. But playing with all that space, and you know that you're not getting funding, because no matter how much you want to get, you need some money for at least, let me say, advertisement, or you understand, I think you need some kind of cash flow. And when you know that that is very limited, and then you have in mind of giving more than you want, because I want to be more important to them than they are to me. That's my aim. And then I'm not collecting money. So the funding is a bit of a problem, but I don't just know how to push through that stage and how to get the audience, because I think it's up to 6 months. So it's too early to tell. But I'm just looking for how I can keep going and how I can try and get the more audience that I feel I need to expand.
Yeah, the money is in the time, right? So whether it's through the different channels or different things, you need to focus in on making as much money as you can and having as much time as you can to build that community and having as much, road in front of you to do that. So if it's under the guise of, working 2 jobs or investing in yourself or utilizing some other platform in which to effectuate the money and the time, that's what you're going to do. But keep building your community in the context of the picks for football. People cannot bifurcate that in their mind. If you get focused in on, pay attention to, and give attention to the coincidences you want with money and time, it'll provide you more options, more opportunities to build that community faster and more accurately. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, my friend. Take care. We got
All right.
everybody around the world today. My friend from Nigeria, check him out, Vegas Betting. He is building a community for gambling in soccer games or football games, as they say in Nigeria. My favorite nightmare is the Nigerian nightmare. My dear friend, Christian Okoye, who's also the friend of the California Sports Hall of Fame. Blessed to be nominated